Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn weekend energy for October 2nd and 3rd. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. Also, you have the power to change my life for the better just by liking, subscribing, and watching my video all the way through. I greatly appreciate any and all of your support. I truly, truly do. All right, so we're going to start with, I felt like doing the angel answer cards first as an overall energy. And then we're going to use the vice versa tarot. And then we'll clarify. So let's see. A year from now. All right. A year from now. Make sure those don't fall. So that could be a lot of things a year from now. A lot of changes. I feel like it's going to be a lot of changes. A lot of changes. A year from now. Sorry about my voice. I have asthma, and sometimes when I take my inhaler, then all of a sudden it starts working. So I do have my drink here to try and clear my throat. So I apologize about that. Hopefully it won't act up anymore. All right, so we have the Strength card. And then we have this lion here with the girl. Then we have the infinity sign on top there, and that is individual empowerment and everlasting love. I feel like it's being strong, you know, facing your demons, facing those things, facing those challenges. You know, she's right there, and she's there with the lion, and she's ready to face those things. We have number 5, which is the Hierophant. We have the 2 of Cups. Having that faith, having that belief. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. Phoenix rising up above. I feel like it's against those demons there. We have the 8 of Cups, and that is walking away. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the Chariot, and we have the Fool. And then this last one here, we have the King of Pentacles, and he's sitting on his throne, and he's, you know, has a smile on his face, and he's got his pentacle, and he's got his golden wand. And I feel like that's you. You know, just feeling satisfied. He has his golden crown on here. Facing those things that are difficult to face, having belief, could have to do with a relationship, connecting with someone. I feel like with the sun coming up and that they're both reaching out, that they're connecting together, walking away from those things. The Phoenix rising, the 9 of Wands, definitely battered and beat up, but it's bright and it's sunny, you know, been through a lot, but hanging in there. And then this card with this person, he's kind of looking forward, and he's like, yeah, I'm not going to deal with that. I kind of feel like that's the overall energy of this reading. And then we have the Chariot, where it's the Chariot's moving forward and untying those ropes, breaking yourself free. The eagle's coming in to help her or rescue her, or just to give her that belief. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that someone has to come in and rescue you. It's almost like rescuing yourself, freeing yourself from these things, walking away from these tattered cups, these broken and tattered cups, rising like the Phoenix. And then our overall energy, we have the Fool. And that setting out on that new path, there's a shooting star going across the sky, believing in yourself. And I feel like that's a big thing. I feel like a lot of people, they don't believe in themselves, and they don't believe that they can work through something. And they sort of let that energy of the negativity of this energy right here hold them down and hold them back. And that prevents them from moving forward. And having that having that belief in that faith, whatever that faith represents for you, and for everyone it's different. The basis can be the same, but I feel like, everyone has their own thing that they believe in, that helps them to push them forward. We have this new baby holding the key. We have a little baby holding the key. And I feel like that you feel like you have a fresh start. Looking away from those people that drag you down. Setting out on that new course. And a year from now, maybe that's what's to come this year. And maybe this is the beginning of you being that phoenix and rising above. Maybe it is the new start for you, like you're battered and you're bruised, but you are pushing through. You're freeing yourself. The ropes are loose. The ropes are loose. I feel like for some, it's about looking around and seeing, what are those things that are dragging you down, and then walking away from them. And reconnecting with those that care about you, and those that look out for you, and connecting with that partner. Let's see. Gaining those rewards from all of your hard work. Holding back. All right, 4 of Pentacles on top of the Strength card. Are you holding back your strengths? Are you holding back Are you letting that energy right there take control? Looking towards the future. I almost feel like that's what the Hierophant's doing there. He's looking out on the clouds. And then with the little baby there, it's the future. 2 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. Sharing, like I said, sharing with those people that are close to you. Sharing maybe with your partner. If it's... I feel like this relationship here represents something positive. That maybe you feel like you are battling your demons by yourself, and that you're not sharing with your partner, and you're not letting your partner help you through this. Like I said, with this eagle here, that could represent kind of in this line here, because we have the eagle here, and then we have the phoenix here, and then we have this couple here. So maybe it's about trusting in your partner and sharing more with that partner. I feel like the 2 of Cups represents a positive relationship. I feel like it represents, something that is positive. I don't feel like this is representing a bad relationship. I feel like this right here represents things that you have going on inside of you that are internal for you, that you have to look at. And maybe you have been not letting your partner in, and maybe it's time to let that person in to help you with these things. This is still something that you have to work through, but sometimes just having that person that listens so you can express yourself and let that energy out, that can be a huge help. We have, I feel like it's, you don't have to deal with this battle on your own. That there is people or a person or your partner around you that can help you. Two of Pentacles, finding that balance to where you can share, but yet you don't feel like you can share and you can have someone help you, but you still know that there are things that you have to work on. Finding that balance. Standing up for yourself, Seven of Wands, okay? And then the Knight of Wands, standing up for yourself. Eight of Cups, Page of Swords. Maybe this is something that has been delayed. Maybe this is, some hurtful energy that you have been holding on to. But it's time to walk away from that. Maybe there's something that you've been hanging on to. For some reason, I'm thinking it's like things from your childhood, like things from your past that you're holding on to. Yeah, that's the energy that I was feeling, is that maybe it's like childhood stuff, or stuff to do with your parents, or stuff to do like when you were younger. And that's why I'm feeling like your partner, I feel like that's positive. I don't feel like that is... For me, this reading is not about a toxic relationship with your partner. It's about stuff that you've been holding on to from your past. Could be childhood, could be from your parents. That's almost affecting your relationship now because you're not letting that person in, because maybe you couldn't trust your parents. Maybe you were feeling like, they weren't giving you the support and the guidance that you needed, so you've had to rely on yourself. So that's why you've kept to yourself, is because you know that you can rely on yourself, and that you may have a partner, but you're not letting that person in because you've always relied on yourself. And so maybe this is something for you to look at, for you to start letting that partner into building that relationship closer. And we have a year from now that your bond with that partner could be so much stronger because you've let down some of those walls. But I know that it's a scary thing for you. It's untying those ropes. And of course, I would never tell you what you have to do, but this is, sometimes if you just have something presented to you for you to think about, you have to do what works best for you. You have to do what works, what's best for you. But sometimes I feel like the cards just kind of give you a different perspective, give you something to think about. It's almost like those, what was it, the empowering questions? Because I almost picked that one first, but then I picked maybe we'll close out with one of those. It's about looking at things from a different perspective, or a different thought, or a different point of view, to help you to look at your own journey. And like I said, I think in yesterday's, and then the last week's video, is that why the Hangman is my favorite card is it's because it's about looking at things from a different perspective and a different point of view. And I feel like as you get older, you feel your perspective changes, and it's like, okay, what can I do to bring more happiness into my life, and why am I holding on to things, and what things am I holding on to, and what things do I have to work through? And I feel like with the cards, they kind of present you these options and these thoughts and these perspectives, and it's kind of food for thought. You know, some days I feel like the cards are your cheerleader, and it's like, yes, keep going, keep going, keep going, you're doing so good. And sometimes it's like that inspirational, the cards are trying to be inspirational and telling you to look at things from a different perspective and to hang in there, and for you to work on yourself. And what are those things that you're holding back to? What are those things that you have delayed letting go of? What are those things that you have delayed working on? So that you can have a start, so that you can have those rewards. All right, the Eight of Swords, and then we have the Chariot. The Chariot again, okay? The Chariot is about forward movement, pushing forward, setting down that path for the future, putting those stones in, that work in, you know. And then we have the stars. I'm not sure which constellation this is. But, you know, wishing on those stars, having hope. The Five of Swords, and then we have the Hierophant again. The Hierophant was up here, having that faith, having that belief, you know, getting back to family, getting back to the core, and it could be the core of your relationship with your partner. Then we have the Knight of Swords, putting that sword up in the air and charging forward. The Fool, the Hangman, my favorite card. Overall energy, the Hangman again. Love that. Love that. I was feeling the Hangman energy. And again, the Hangman is about stepping back, taking that time to see things from a different perspective, to see what are those things that we're hanging on to. Sometimes we don't even realize those things that we're hanging on to are, you know, they are affecting us, as, you know, even if it's something that, you know, well, that was my childhood or something like that. But then it's like, did you really deal with that energy? Were you really able to let that go and truly face that and release that? And then that's the true Eight of Cups, I feel, walking away and leaving that behind you. And then you feel so much lighter when you release that energy, and you feel stronger and you feel more confident, you know, like that Strength card. And then we'll get this final one for the King of Pentacles, and it's releasing those burdens. So I do feel that some of you have some heaviness, have some weight, have this, whatever this represents here to you. But like I said, I feel like this is something that you're dealing with. I feel like your partnership is a positive one. I feel like you need to share, because we have the Six of Pentacles on this Two of Cups, and it's about sharing with that person. Doesn't mean you have to say everything all at once. It may be just letting them in just a little, just showing them a little bit, and then seeing how they respond, and then go from there. But I do feel that whoever this is for has a lot of heavy energy that they have to deal with, and that they have to work through, and that, you know, it's been a lot. But having that faith and having that belief and lightening the load with your partner. So let's close out with one of these. Empowering questions. All right. A year from now. That's pretty cool. All right. I feel like maybe for some of you, this may represent that energy of doubt. That some days that energy of doubt comes in. And you can't let that take a hold. because that will hold you back. All right, we have, am I doing more of the things that keep me alive or more of the things that make me feel alive? What makes me feel alive? Ooh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Are you just doing what you have to do to get through each day? Or are you doing those things that that are making you feel alive, that are making you happy, that are giving you that energy, that are giving you that drive to keep moving forward? That's a good card to think about. And I feel like dealing with whatever this is, I feel like that will help you to feel more alive instead of just trying to get through. All right, pretty cool reading. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.